Hey there, welcome to the Kinected Podcast, a podcast where we connect with professionals and organizations that are thriving in their greater purpose. Kinected is an ecosystem that brings elements together for businesses and professionals to come together and collaborate, to connect with others and to their character as they elevate their purpose and elevate their businesses. On today's podcast, we're actually going to get to visit with the internal team at Kinected that puts on the events here. So I'm excited to get to share with you what it looks like to do an event at Kinected where we are truly better together. Let's jump in. All right, today we are here with Corey, Kyle, and Kirsten Fessler, part of the events team here at Kinected. And we do events a little bit different here at Kinected. But first, Kirsten and Corey, introduce yourselves and what you do with the events team at Kinected.
I'm Corey Kyle, and I am part of the event coordination team, along with Kirsten Fessler. We collaborate with our clients to really discover what it is that they're celebrating, how they want it to be celebrated. And then from there, we develop a theme to go with their party, which includes tabletop decor, also catering, any special items that they need or entertainment that they need brought in. We handle all of that.
Yeah. I'm Kirsten Fessler, the better half or the other half, something like that. But yeah,
Hey, how you doing?
Whoa, that's a different podcast time.
Oh, sorry.
So we love doing events together. And I think at the end of the day, we just want to take stress off people. We want them to leave with a smile on their face, that we really just achieved what they wanted to get out of the event. There's enough stress in life, putting wrinkles on their foreheads. We want to give them smile lines instead of forehead wrinkles, something like that. Like it's a special team that we have going on here that we can just like collaborate and pull from the different aspects that really make Kinected who we are. And we get to pull that into an event for people and just make it top notch and something they'll remember.
Yeah. We'll come back to what that process looks like to work together with you. Tell us a little bit about the spaces that we have at Kinected for meetings, for events. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, all kinds of things. Places for meetings, we've had baby showers and birthday parties and corporate events, training sessions, lots of different, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
Walk us through from the biggest rooms down to the smallest rooms.
Okay, so our biggest room is Elephant, and its max capacity is 86 if it's seated at tables. But if it's more just a
auditorium style.
Yes, auditorium style, we can up to 180. 100. So we should have asked you that question. 180. And our smallest rooms are down to 2 or 3 people. If you just have, just need a space for meeting, that's great. There's a dolphin room where it's just loaded with all the AV equipment and technology that you got the smart boards and video and the techie stuff. And that room seats up to 36 for training. Do you want to talk about Eagle and Buffalo?
Eagle and Buffalo are great for more private, intimate events, such as a smaller birthday party, maybe a small graduation party.
Strategic planning sessions.
Yes.
Boards and things like that. Yeah. When we design these rooms, we've really have our mission in mind, that when somebody walks through the front door Kinected, they want to move somewhere. They want to move their business somewhere. They want to move their relationships forward somewhere. And the more we understand, and I love this about the two of you, when you visit with prospective meeting clients or events clients, you're truly understanding, trying to get to know, what are they trying to accomplish? What are they trying to move forward? What connections are they trying to make? Who are they trying to reach? What story are they trying to tell in that space? And taking a lot of that effort and work off of them so that they can focus on that movement and they come into the space and everything's taken care of for them. I love the hearts that you guys have when you come in there. There's more folks on the events team here at Kinected that are not on the show today. And those are Natalie Hardy and Kimry Gunn. And so depending on if you're in a daytime or an evening event, a small or a large event, you're going to be speaking and working together with somebody, including Rodney Kidd as well. So we've got a fantastic team that just comes alongside and surrounds our clients and customers to help them move forward in the events they're trying to hit.
I think what's unique about connected events is that we don't have a minimum necessarily, where, a lot of companies, corporations will call other event centers, and there's always a minimum. And we really embrace the small events as much as we do the large events.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely true. I think I've received comments before that we don't charge enough for our rooms, and one of the early feedbacks when we were opening up Kinected 2 years ago, were at other co-working spaces or other event places, that those rooms, those conference rooms, were just so beautiful, but we don't ever see them get used because they're so expensive. And so we've really made an effort to make things accessible here, to make the rooms cost effective, that we don't want price to ever be in the way of somebody being able to come together with the people that they need to meet with, to get together with, celebrate with, move, strategize, whatever it is they're trying to get done. We don't want them to feel like, oh man, that room is just so expensive, and having the anxiety about that. We've priced things to be really reachable and approachable by businesses. Another thing that we've done here, and y'all can talk about kind of our structure and things. The base meeting, what comes in the typical baseline for a meeting or an event room here?
Access to catering, access to anything audiovisual that they may need, full question and answer, like just starting from the ground up, whatever they need. We're here to answer questions from the get-go, whether that's in face or a walk around. They can see the space first if they need to do a FaceTime call.
Yep. So a lot of the tech is already included. Mm-hmm. All the coffee, the drip coffees are already
That's
included.
A big perk.
Yeah, if you want it special in your room, let us know and we can do that. But your members, when they're here, they're like members of Kinected. We don't charge extra for Wi-Fi. We don't charge extra for, every one of our rooms has AV already built in. We don't charge extra for that unless you are upgrading to the big old LED wall that we've used here in our events.
Super cool.
Yeah. Tell us about that. Tell us about the LED wall.
It's big.
It's big. And it's bright.
It's bright and it's gigantic and it's impressive.
It really is impressive. Because of our partnership, if you want to add an LED wall to another event space, you're talking thousands of dollars to hire that wall in. And because people recognize it is really impressive, and it can be a really important tool to be able to tell your story. And I mean, impressive is such a great word, because when you walk into an event in Elephant, and this LED wall, which is about 6 or 7 feet high and about 12 or more feet wide, and it's bright enough to where you have to wear SPF 30 if we crank the thing up. It's not just effective, but it does make an impression. Mm-hmm. And it changes the room. Then it's not just communicating some information, it changes the room when you get to do that. I love what you two do, especially when we do our larger events, on how you really focus on changing the room. So talk about some of the customizations that we can do around here, around anything visual, tablecloths, all those sorts of things.
We have recently invested in slip covers for our chairs, so that we can give it a more elevated look for, a more elevated party event.
Now those chairs, they're not like 30-minute chairs.
No, those are all-day chairs.
Those are all-day chairs.
You can sit there all day.
Memory foam, plenty of space. You can sit in that chair, still feel your rear end when you're done.
You can probably take a nap.
You can take a nap in the chairs. So these are great chairs that your event doesn't feel like, oh, when is this thing going to be over? Yeah.
Exactly. They're not the uncomfortable normal event chairs that you get at other event centers. These are truly comfortable and and exactly their all-day chairs. So we do have slip covers for those to give them a different look. We also have invested in some great tablecloths that also elevate the space. And we also have basically launched our floral design division. And so we can also do custom floral designs for any event.
Yep.
It really transforms the room from a daytime event to a more evening look. If you have a super casual event that's more corporate, we have that look for you. But if you have an elegant birthday party, we also have that look for you. So it really makes that room quite versatile for any event you might need to have.
Yeah. Yeah. We also have great partners already lined up for catering. You can just tell us how many people you want. And we've got our menus. We've got a rotating menu that's set each month. And you can just tell us how many people, and a great meal shows up. We partner with Heavenly Gourmet with that. They've never let us down. They're fantastic partners in that. We also have some partners doing balloon arches and things that can transform the room. As I mentioned, the LED wall that we can bring in for your event. That's from Livestream Broadcast Network, and Adam and the team over there. They do great work and support our events going on here. We also have in that large room, we have always have PA, full PA with wireless mics. And we recently upgraded the lighting in there so that it doesn't feel like an office anymore. It feels like a great space that's very professional. We can go performance mode with colored lighting, or we can have nice warm white lighting and just change the whole vibe and feel of the room depending on the events.
That's true.
Yeah.
Elegant birthday party to the rave.
To a rave. There you go. That's right.
Got it.
That's right. Whatever you're looking for.
Also have nonprofit gala luncheon coming up. I'm really excited to see their testimonials and stories come to life on the big screen. It's going to be a really special time to kind of see how the room comes together for them. And the One Source team is so worthy of our support as well. So we get to support some really, really great people at Kinected. Yeah. And the events are just, each one has its own kind of personality and character. And we love to just work with people to make that event what they need it to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes people come into an event and they just want the space. They want to be able to do that, and we give them the space and support to do that. Meet them wherever they're at. Mm-hmm. Others, like what we did recently with Sergio, and is another Kinected member, the Rojo 032 team. Tell us a little bit about both the process, but also the unique Kinected elements that we were able to bring to that celebration, that event.
It started with meeting with him and just finding out what the vision was for this party. It was a combined a significant birthday for him, and then also the 25th anniversary of his company. And so those are not two parties that you usually see combined. They're typically pretty separate. One's more, corporate business minded, and the other one's more personal, friends, family, birthday. And we were able to incorporate both of those celebrations pretty seamlessly. And, just finding out really what his vision is, what his vision has been for his company, and how that relates to his life and how that connects to, everything that he's doing. And so from there, we establish a design theme. We figure out catering, what his catering needs are. We talked him into a birthday cake because you can't really celebrate a birthday without a birthday cake. And so we had everything beginning to end. We had an incredible artist that was there doing a live painting that was then auctioned off for charity, which is such a neat opportunity for everybody. Yes.
His name is Charles Harrison, but he goes by Pompa. One of the greatest artists in San Antonio. You'll see a lot of his work all over the city and all over here at Kinected. And so cool seeing him be a part of that event, doing that painting live right there at the
Right
event.
there in the room where everyone could watch the process that he was applying layer after layer on this canvas. And then at the end of the night, it benefits SA Hope. I mean, auctioning off this piece at the significant birthday and the anniversary, it was amazing. We had special elements like Lashad, who got to kind of open the night up with his magical touch. He's just amazing at every single crowd. I'm just always blown away by what he does with a group of people. We had excellent food. The birthday cake, I'm going to bring that back up because you talked him into the birthday cake, and then he showed up with the birthday cake, did not have a knife, did not have candles. We were thinking, how do you sing happy birthday to someone and not blow out candles? So we ran to the store during the event. Corey grabbed choices of candles. We made it, arranged it on the cake, and I don't think he even knew.
The best part is he had no idea.
He did not even know.
And that's really what we do at Kinected events is we remove all of those stress factors. I mean, it's already kind of challenging and somewhat stressful to even consider having a celebration or an event. And if you've got a team behind you that will take care of every little detail, ones that you forget, we have it covered, and you'll never know
exactly
that anything was different.
And Sergio also had live music, thanks to you. That was an amazing element to have in the room. Live piano playing and singing. It was just incredible. And then he also chose to take communion with everyone in the room, which was really cool. So we were able to provide that as well as a service. So we tailor make everything, whatever your party needs are.
It was a Waterford crystal.
It was
communion. So we also can offer that.
At our house, we have this thing called a magic sink, and what it is at least as far as all the other guys in the house, myself and my 3 sons.
See where this is going.
The magic sink, you put things in the magic sink and you leave it there long enough, and the magic happens, and things magically get cleaned up and leave. Thanks to the magician.
It's really amazing.
To the magician. But you guys do that kind of a magic with events. Sometimes we don't even know to ask for it. We just, the magic event happens. Besides Lashad James being the magician, you guys are great magicians, and the rest of the team here. A lot of things happen behind the scenes, whether we get asked to do it or not. And we really do want to be part of the team and the organizations that are here to help them move forward, to help them flourish and thrive in whatever they're trying to get done at that event. And I love how attentive the team here is. And so we spend a lot of time on the elephant room, and we also have some other events that happen in there with that organizations call that a regular home. We have some associations that have regular events in there, including San Antonio Manufacturers Association, which is another connected member here. Unite SA, the Christian Chamber, San Antonio Christian Chamber. And we also have a few churches who use our spaces on the weekend. Those are all great collaborative partners to have, because it means that we do have a great resource to put on that variety of events, including PA and screens and technology to do those very type of events that we all benefit
and
from.
Catering for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
That's right.
Any time of day.
That's right. You just tell us how many people you want, and we make it show up. And if you don't want what's on the monthly menu, we can work like we've done for sure. And you're always welcome to bring your own catering as well. You don't have to use us. So we really try to be flexible with what everybody wants for their particular event. Our 2 large rooms for conferences or for board meetings are Buffalo and Eagle. And we put a lot of effort into those to be very high end and to reflect the businesses and organizations that are in there. One of the things that my dad taught me years ago is that create an environment and a physical space that reflects the identity of the people that you have in that space. Not the way they see themselves necessarily, but people rise to the space that you place them in, because it automatically communicates to them a value and a perspective that you have about them. And so we love making our spaces high quality and excellent, so that the businesses that come in there, the organizations that come in there, they rise up to that space. You don't get stuck in a hotel room that wasn't really built for conferences, and the AV is not great or unreliable, or the furniture's not great, and
the chairs aren't comfortable.
That's right. So we've got great, comfortable chairs at all of our tables. The TVs are great. The tech works, and we come in and help get people set up and get their meetings going. We bring coffee in for you, whatever you need. And those spaces, we designed Buffalo and Eagle for the all-day board meeting. That was specifically what we have in mind. So in those spaces, we have a great living room. We have some comfortable couches and chairs, so that if you need to step away from the business of the conference table, you can come and connect and relate, just set the tone differently for your meetings in there. The artwork in there is great, which you all help us continuously curate and make the rooms beautiful as well, and make them great environments for flourishing and thriving.
And there's always coffee.
And there's always coffee. Absolutely. And we don't charge you extra for Wi-Fi. We don't charge you extra for the TVs or for the coffee, which is great. Well, how do we get in touch with you if we want to have an event? Somebody that's like, okay, enough already. I want to have my next event, my next board meeting, my next birthday party, and I want to invite you to my birthday party at Kinected. How do we get in touch with you guys?
I think you just go to the website.
Go to the website.
Yes, there's a place where you can put in any information, any questions you have at all, or you can call us.
Yep.
And we will get right back to you. And there's a form you can fill out for the preliminary questions just gives us the baseline of what type of event you're wanting to have, and maybe an approximate head count, that kind of thing. And then we'll contact you back and see what's the best way to move forward, whether that's a phone call with us or a site visit, or I'll hold up my phone and FaceTime you around the building. I'll do whatever.
We've done that.
Whatever you need from us.
That's right. That website is Kinected.work, and that phone number is 210-LOVE-WORK. It's LUVWORK, because we do love work around here. Thanks so much for being with us. And
thank you for having us.
Yeah, Corey and Kirsten and the rest of that team, Natalie, Kimry, and Rodney. So thanks for being with us. And thanks for joining us on this episode of the Kinected Podcast. We'll see you next time.